the perfect place. Keto with Sammy. Keto with Sammy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Keto with Sammy. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be meal prepping, one of the best things to meal prep on your keto journey. We're going to be making 3 kinds of keto desserts today that you can meal prep for the week. If you have a big sweet tooth like I do, or you're just starting your keto journey and you want some ideas to keep some desserts on hand to cure those cravings at night, then you're going to want to stay tuned for this video. These recipes are very simple and so good. So let's get straight into it. Let's get started on prepping our first keto dessert. Today we're gonna be making our mini cheesecakes. These are one of my household favorites all the time. They are so easy to make and really good. So let's go ahead and get started on these. To get started, first we gotta make the crust. So you're gonna want a little bowl, and to your bowl for our flour replacement, we are going in with 1/4 cup of almond flour. Add in 1 teaspoon of your sugar replacement. I like to go in with swerve or pure. 1 dash of salt. And then you're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of melted butter. We're gonna go ahead and give this a good mix, and this is going to form our crust. You want it like a texture that's not too watery but not too dry. It should kind of be like a cake consistency. Make sure all your almond flour gets well incorporated, and it should look something like this. Now that we have our crust, go ahead and bring over a muffin tin. I have my muffin tin. These cheesecakes do only make 6 cheesecakes. So if you want more prep for the week, go ahead and double the ingredients. But I have some silicone liners so nothing sticks. And you're just gonna divide the crust batter. I say you put about a tablespoon in each one. Usually I kind of eyeball it. And just put it right here at the bottom. And we don't even have to bake these crusts. We're gonna bake everything together, so they're very super quick. Okay, once you have all your crust at the bottom, you're just gonna take your finger or a spatula and go ahead and gently push it to each bottom of the cupcake liner. Try to get it as even as possible so we can have an even crust for our cheesecakes, just like this. I kind of just push it down with my finger, just a little bit, just like that, and repeat until you are done. All right, we have all our crust pushed into our silicone liners, and now we're just gonna set this to the side. Now into another bowl, we're gonna make the cream cheese filling. So you're gonna want 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. Make sure it's softened because it's gonna be way smoother when you mix it. To your cream cheese, we are going to add in 1 large egg. And first, I like to just give the cream cheese and egg a little good mix with my hand mixer. After my egg is well mixed in, we're gonna go ahead and add in the rest of our ingredients. We're gonna go in with a teaspoon of vanilla, 1/4 cup of your sugar replacement, and then we're gonna add in some liquid stevia. I usually go in with about 20 drops of liquid stevia. And last ingredient, this is optional, but I highly recommend it. We're gonna go in with the juice of half a lemon. You could add more if you like it like a little bit more tart, but I like just half and it does the trick for me. And then you just blend everything until your cream cheese is nice and smooth. I just go ahead and make sure I scrape down the edges. All right, and we got our cream cheese all nice and smooth. Now you're gonna wanna bring back over your crust. Now we're gonna divide our cream cheese mixture right on top of our crust that we just prepared earlier. So I kind of just fill each one, not all the way to the top, but just almost there, just like that. You don't want it to overflow. All right, I got a little messy with it, but they look good. Once they're filled up, just give it a little tap so everything settles. All there's left to do is pop these in the oven. We're gonna pop our cheesecakes in the oven. You want your oven preheated to 375 degrees. Depending on your oven, we're gonna bake these for 15 minutes. You just want them nice and browned on top and cooked through. All right, and after about 15 to 20 minutes of cooking in the oven, they should cook through. They should be slightly browned on top. So what I usually do is let them cool off about 5 minutes, pop them out. I just like pop the whole silicone out and I leave them in there and I put them on a plate, and you want to pop them in the fridge to cool down. While these are cooling down, let's get started on our next dessert. Next dessert we are making, we're gonna be making some keto brownies. Getting started, you're gonna want a large bowl. To your bowl, we have half a cup of melted butter, cooled down. You do not want it hot, and we're gonna go ahead and add this in. For our flour replacement, we're gonna be going in with almond flour again. You're gonna add in half a cup. Add in 2 large eggs. Half a cup of your sugar replacement. 1 splash of vanilla, 1 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And then of course we need some chocolate, so we're going in with 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. First, I kind of like to mix in the cocoa powder because if we go in with a hand mixer, cocoa powder tends to go everywhere. So I kind of just mix it in a bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and go in with our hand mixer until it's nice and smooth. Scrape down our edges and make sure you get any clumps of cocoa powder or almond flour. All right, and right here is our brownie batter. Now, if you're a plain brownie person, you just like the brownie, pop this in your baking dish and then you can go ahead and bake it. But I'm the kind of person that loves add-ins. So these are just some options that you can go ahead and add in. Today, I'm going to be adding in some walnut chips for our nut replacement. You could use any kind of keto nut that's approved. I'm gonna add in a bag of this. And then I'm also going to be adding in some Lilly's chocolate chips. I'm gonna add in just very few in the brownies, and then I'm gonna top it off with some more. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good mix. I absolutely love walnuts in my brownie. Like, that is my favorite. So good. Okay, give it a good mix, and let's bring over our baking dish. I have an 8x8 baking dish right here. This one is the silicone one, so it just pops right out. I love these things. And we're gonna pour in our brownie batter. This is kind of like a thicker brownie batter, so you kind of just have to scoop it in. Okay, once we got our brownie batter poured in, make sure you smooth it out and it's nice and even. If you don't have one of these silicone baking dishes, make sure you do spray down your baking dish really good so nothing sticks. All right, I got my brownie batter all nice and even. I'm just gonna further top it off with just very little Lilly's chocolate chips. You can also change up your chocolate chip if you like to. They have tons of different flavors that you can go ahead and go in with. Now all there's left to do is pop this in the oven to bake. How simple is that? Popping our delicious brownies in the oven. These are going in at 350 for about 20 minutes. Brownies are done baking. Don't they look so good? They smell amazing and they were so simple to make. Now, of course, we gotta let these cool down before you cut right into them, because if you cut into them while they're hot, you're gonna have yourself a mess. So go ahead, let these cool down, put them off to the side, and let's get started on our last dessert. Our final dessert doesn't require baking. This one is delicious. We're gonna be making a keto peanut butter mousse. So since this is a mousse, our base is going to be some heavy cream. So you want a bowl, and we're gonna take half a cup of some heavy whipping cream and add it to our bowl. We gotta get this nice and fluffy, so you are going to want a hand mixer because it will take a couple minutes to fluffen up. So we're gonna take our hand mixer and stand here until it has doubled in size and just continue to mix it. right, and after a couple minutes, you can see that it has doubled in size. It got nice and fluffy. Now we're just gonna go ahead and set this to the side. Now into a separate mixing bowl, we're gonna add in 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. Since this is a peanut butter mousse, we need some natural peanut butter, no sugar added, any brand that you would like. And we're gonna go in with 2.5 tablespoons. I got the creamy kind, but you could use any kind that you like. Okay, got 2 tablespoons, and then I'm also gonna go in with 1/2 tablespoon. We're gonna go ahead and add in a splash of vanilla. And then we're gonna go in with the sugar replacement, but for this dessert, we're going in with Swerve confectioners. So this is the powdered kind, and we're gonna add in 5 tablespoons. Then we're bringing back over a hand mixer, and you're gonna give this a good mix until it's nice and smooth. All right, and it should look something like this. Now you're gonna go ahead and bring back over your heavy whipping cream that we fluffed up, and you're gonna take your peanut butter mixture and add it to your heavy whipping cream. Now you wanna go ahead and gently fold everything together. Make sure it gets well incorporated. You can either mix it in with a spatula, but I like to go back in with my hand mixer. But when you mix this together, make sure you do it on low because you don't wanna overmix it. All right, and here is our keto peanut butter mousse. So I put this in the fridge for 30 minutes just to cool off before we top it. All right, guys, and here is our keto desserts that we prepped for the week, guys. All very simple to make, minimal ingredients. We got our keto cheesecakes, delicious. And of course, I'm the biggest chocolate fan. So these brownies are so good. We got our keto brownies, and then just something cold if you like cold desserts. We got our keto peanut butter mousse. Now let me show y'all the way I like to top the mousse and the cheesecakes. So if you like your cheesecakes plain, go ahead and leave them like this. But I personally love to go in with this 0 sugar ready whip. I will just add some right here on top. And then you can have it like this, or you could top it off with some berries. So I usually like to add some chopped strawberries. But I do recommend to top them while you eat them throughout the week, because if you leave them on the fridge top, they're not going to be as fresh. So definitely do that throughout the week. But I hope y'all enjoy these. They are so, so good. Then the brownies, I already added the mix in, so I usually just leave them like this. Have a side of some keto ice cream as well. That'll be delicious with these. Warm them up. Oh, best dessert ever. Then I like to take this keto peanut butter chocolate mousse. Definitely have it like this if you didn't want nothing extra. But I like to just go in with a little bit of Lilly's chocolate chips, and it just adds that peanut butter and chocolate flavor. So good, guys. Definitely give this one a try. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed these 3 keto desserts that you can meal prep for the week on your keto journey. If y'all happen to give any of these a try, definitely head over to my Facebook or my Instagram page. Everything is linked below. Tag me in any pictures that y'all make. I would definitely love to see y'all recreate these. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did enjoy this video, and that subscribe button. I will see y'all in the next one, guys.